So with exercise in the long term, and we're talking about aerobic exercise here, so consistent aerobic exercise, we see improvements in executive functions. So that's, your ability to direct your attention to places. That's your ability to inhibit actions and just general memory functions, but also things like attention and just general overall cognitive performance. And here on the right, for example, they did a study on a large group of young, healthy adults. And at the bottom, they took their VO2 max and they correlated that with their memory. You see that there's a positive correlation. This basically means that the people with a higher VO2 max also had a better memory performance. All of this is likely due to improved blood flow of key areas. So one of them is that memory area, the hippocampus, but there are some others as well. And then changes in connections between neurons. So there's an increased strengthening of connections and some weakening as well. So that's for connections to be able to strengthen, others need to weaken. So it's kind of a higher turnover of those connections, which is key for normal functioning. We see an increased number of neurons, and as I just showed with that increased size of the hippocampus, and overall just increased neuroplasticity. And these are all good things because these are all things that decline as we age. But the longer this stays, the longer we stay active and the brain kind of stays flexible, the better it is for us in terms of performance now, but also in the future. The strongest evidence for these results is for aerobic training. There is some for resistance training, not a whole lot. Aerobic training seems to do the most. These effects are also the strongest in kids and in older adults. Kind of when you're in the prime of your life, you still see effects, but they're not as strong as that we see them kind of at either end of the spectrum. And they're the best for consistent long-term exercise. So being consistent and kind of building up that fitness.